starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line. Let's go.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis completes it to Austin. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Allen's got it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets it down to the 32.
The Packers at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Rams 10, Packers 0.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's the option play going left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 36 yards.
Well, Charles, before the game, we were talking with him and said, hey, you know you're close to 65,000 career passing yards.
I know. How did you do that?
He just kind of smiled and walked away, but he just passed that number, 65,000 career passing yards.
I always get a kick out of it when they don't want to talk about it. But if you had said a number that was incorrect, he would have corrected you and then said, but I'm not really thinking about it.
Congratulations, Noah. Now just 5,000 away from 70K. Unbelievable.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second and 11 now. Second down throw coming by Willis.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a give to Jones running left.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Complete to Jones.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Connection made to Ruckert.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Bo Melton. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers forced out to his left.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An inside give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd down and 8.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Here's Willis.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Rodgers now on first down.
This pass complete to Melton.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll go again to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers again now. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for L.A., the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.